Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be creating this look right here using some Fenty beauty products and of course the new Killawatt foil and Penny for Your Thoughts and the bronzer in the shade Bajan Gyal. I am obsessed. You guys will get to see the whole application, my overall thoughts. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so let's start with prepping the skin. I'm gonna use the FARSALI. This is the Rose Gold Skin Mist. This is amazing, like bomb. I really like this. It has like a citrusy smell to it. It's so hydrating. Just leaves your skin looking super dewy. And now for primer, I'm gonna use the HENRIKSEN Banana Face Primer. This I've been loving a lot lately. I usually use the MAC Stroke Cream, but this is bomb. Alright, so I'm gonna use the Hollywood Flawless Filt'r by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade number 6. Yes. And I love using this to just even out my skin tone and just add glow to my face. Such a beautiful product. And then with a Morphe M439, I'm gonna grab some Fix Plus. I'm just gonna blend that out. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty in the shade 330, and I'm going to mix that with my MAC Face and Body Foundation in the shade C6, just because this is way too matte for my liking, and I always like more of that dewy finish. And I'm also going to mix that with the Essential Oils by MAC. Same Morphe brush, M439. Gonna go in with the Sonia Kashuk sponge just to make sure I really blended everything in. For concealers, I'm gonna mix the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Warm Sand and then the Fenty one in the shade 310, sorry, to highlight underneath my eyes. So. Now I'm gonna grab the Fenty one. I'm gonna set that with the Charlotte Airbrush Finish Powder in the shade number 2 with a Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm also setting my eyelid. So I'm gonna go back in with the FARSALI spray one more time. Alright, so let's move on to bronzer. I'm not gonna cream contour because you guys won't be able to see the true shade. So I grabbed the shade Bajan Gyal, and this has a very warm undertone to it. It's super pretty. I love this. And of course I'm going to be applying this with my favorite bronzing brush. This is the MAC 140S, and let's just see how it goes. That is so creamy. Same thing on this side. This bronzer is amazing. I was not expecting this at all. I thought it was gonna be dry and matte. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M510, and I'm just going to pretty much like contour my eyelids just to add a little bit of definition. Now with the 217 by MAC, I'm gonna grab the same bronzer. I'm gonna run it along my lower lash line. Alright, so now I'm gonna grab the Killawatt foil in the shade Penny for Your Thoughts. Am I saying that correctly? I don't know, but this right here, it's so freaking gorgeous. It is stunning. I'm gonna apply it, I'm gonna apply it with my finger. I just feel like it looks better that way, and I'm just kind of pressing it onto the eyelid. This is stunning. I can't. Gonna grab that same 217 from MAC I used earlier, and I'm just gonna blend the edges. Alrighty guys, so I popped some lashes on, kind of fixed my brows real quick, and I'm gonna go back with the Penny for Your Thoughts, and I'm actually gonna use a 187 by MAC dual fiber to apply this. I'm just gonna tap it very lightly. This does have a lot of like chunky kind of glitter, so if you don't like that, this may not be for you. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh. Gonna go in with the FARSALI spray one more time. My Fenty Beauty Fairy Balm in the shade 24 Crepe with a MAC 187. I'm just gonna very lightly apply this. Chin. Okay, so let's move on to lips. I'm gonna grab Strip Down by MAC because I can't find my cork. So now I'm gonna grab the matchstick in the shade Rum. Just very lightly. And then I'm gonna grab the Gloss Balm and Fenty Glow, the original one. One last time with the FARSALI spray. I'm obsessed. Okay, so let's get into the overall thoughts. So first up, we have the Killawatt foil in Penny for Your Thoughts, and this is such a beautiful shade. However, I don't think this is gonna be for everyone, especially if you have fair skin tones, like fair to medium skin tones. It might be a little bit too dark, especially for the face. This is gonna be more so if you want to apply it on your eyes as an eyeshadow, maybe just maybe as a blush topper, but you have to be very light-handed with it because it's pretty pigmented, and this also has a lot of like chunky like glitter to it or shimmer. So if you don't like that, I don't think you're gonna like this. But if you do have a deeper complexion, you need to try this. At least just go to the store and swatch it and see if you like it, because it is a very nice shade for deeper skin tones. Next up, we have the bronzer in the shade Bajan Gyal, and this is incredible. The formula really surprised me. I was expecting this to be very matte like the foundation or like the Pro Filt'r powder, but it's not. It's very velvety, very creamy. It's almost like a cream to powder. It glides on the skin so smoothly. It is incredible, and I love the shade because it's very warm. I don't like very cool tone type of bronzers just because they always make me look ashy and muddy. This is incredible. I love this. Really recommend this. If you are into bronzers, you definitely need to check this out, hands down. I'm gonna show you guys some comparisons so you guys can see what the shade Bajan Gyal looks like. So I'm gonna swatch this one first, and let me apply this one right over here so you guys can see. So that's Fenty Bajan Gyal. Next up, I have the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep. This is the old packaging, but it's the same thing, same bronzer. So this is Dark Deep by MAC. Next up, I have the, where is it? Becca Ipanema Sun bronzer. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly this time. And I'm gonna apply this right here. So that's the Becca one. Next, I have the Bobbi Brown Deep No. 4 bronzer, which is probably, hopefully I'm not getting my shirt dirty, the deepest shade that I have out of all the bronzers I own. So I'm gonna pop this right here. And then I have the MAC Refined Golden bronzer, and this one has a little bit of shimmer to it. There we go. So that's Refined Golden. And then the last bronzer I have, which is my favorite one, is from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Radiant Bronzer, but this is a little different because this has more of a nice glowy sheen to it. You see, it's more of a type of highlight looking type of bronzer. Another thing I wanted to mention, if you guys don't know what shade to purchase, definitely go by the foundation shade you use. So if you're in the 100 range, 200, 300, or 400, there's 2 bronzers per range. So I'm in the 300 category. So for the 300, you get the Bajan Gyal, which is the one I have, and also Caramel Cutie. I didn't purchase that one because that one's a little bit deeper, and that one's not as warm as this one. This one's very sun-kissed. It reminds me a lot of MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep. It's just very warm tone. Caramel Cutie has a little bit of neutralness to it. It's not cool tone at all. It's very neutral, so there's a little bit of warm and cool, and it's a little bit deeper. So if you wanted to contour more and you're in the 300 range, I would recommend that one. I would say if you're into that very like chiseled, like cut type of cheekbone look, these bronzers are not for you because they're very warm. All of them are very warm. Even though there's some that might have a little bit of neutralness to them, they're very warm tones, so don't expect them to look like the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. This is just for that overall warm bronzy type of look. But yeah guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments area. Don't forget to check the description box for all the product information, and I will check you all. You know what, girl, I will see you on the next video. Okay, bye beauties.